the gap in class was beginning to become obvious.
Well, you see, I've been saying all along that there are some teams that come to Croke Park and they play a different game than they play anyplace else. You know, Tipperary seem to love Croke Park. Look at the two games last year. Look at the game against Galway. Waterford don't play as well in Croke Park as they play in other places. Croke Park is that little bit faster. You know, the pitch is that little bit faster since the new pitch came here.
Yeah.
And the faster it is, the more it suits Tipperary. Now, I think Donald O'Grady made a great point there towards the end. He said in this game, most of this effect. In this game, there was enough for Tipperary to be satisfied with, but there was also enough for them to worry about or to work on between now and the All-Ireland. Conceding too many frees, missing frees, not taking Owen Kelly off the frees soon enough when he wasn't scoring.
Yeah.
Still a few problems in the half-hour line. I think they left two of their half hours there a bit too long. But overall, you know, their defence, you know, they gave away 3 goals against Galway, 3 goals against Cork. Was totally different today, you know, totally different, really solid. There's no panic going over what the lads said. They're spot on in what they said. Their central men, their key men just dominated. They were like a real Tipperary team today, forceful, driving forward, and if they can just remedy those few flaws, there's 5 in a row isn't there yet. Yeah,
well, this was the worry, I suppose, from Tip supporters' point of view coming into.
But John Moran is a handful for anyone. But Curran got completely on top. And Mickey Cahill is the old-style Tip cornerback, kind of like John Doyle or Mickey Maher or Carey, like hard graft to just get out. And then you had the 2 engines midfield. These guys midfield, like going for McGrath and Brendan Maher. So like it's up front, the little tweaking will have to be done the whole time.
All right, let's now get the thoughts of Tipperary Shane McGrath. He's now talking to Joanne.
Well, Shane, you're still trying to catch your breath. I suppose you made it look good, but it wasn't easy out there.
No, Joanne, it was a real battle out there today. You know, the warm weather, and we knew we were coming up against this Waterford team. After performance they gave in the Munster final the 2 days, and just I'm honest, still out of breath, and every one of the boys in there were shattered. But delighted to be back in Croke Park the first Sunday of September, and we're just so happy now.
It's funny, you're talking about the lads being shattered. Liam has been talking about how much work you've just really put in the last few months. Is that what it's been about for Tip this year, just really putting in that effort?
Definitely, yeah. I mean, straight away after the heartache last year, like we said, right, we have to get back here next year and, you know, try and right a few wrongs, but we're back there now. We're where we want to be, in All-Ireland final, and it's a lot of credit goes to Liam, Eamon and Mick. They've been brilliant with it. Like, I mean, a lot of people from our own county even wrote us off there after the Cork game, said no, this team will maybe finish, this lad's finished, but I think all the lads out there answered all their critics today, both inside and outside the county.
And things seem to be coming right for you just at the right time as well.
Yeah, I was up in the forwards there for a while, and I didn't really know what I was doing, but I'm happy enough now just to get out midfield, get back beside Brendan. I mean, he had a great game again today, and just to get back there where I feel most at home, I suppose, and I'm just happy to be playing for Tipperary, really. Like.
Yeah, that partnership is really working a treat, and since you have come in there, it seems to have made a big difference to the side.
Well, I don't know. Like, I mean, Brendan has a great engine in him, and maybe we're just the go between the backs and the forwards. But I mean, when you're looking up to the likes of Owen Kelly and Lara Corbett, it's no bother hit the ball into them boys. You know it's going to be an end result. And I mean, look at John O'Brien there today. I think he scored 5 or 6 points per play, gave a man of the match display. Like, so, I mean, that's the talent we have. I mean, he wasn't even starting the last day, and it shows the character of the boys there to come off the bench and the difference they made again today.
And now all you have to look forward to is Kilkenny.
Yeah, just Kilkenny now. No, sure, look, I mean, it speaks for themselves. 1 for 5 in a row, greatest team of all time. But look, we'll enjoy tonight, and we'll get back to the drawing board Tuesday night, and we're just really looking forward, and we're delighted to be back in All-Ireland final.
5 in a row, not 5 yet though, is it? And I doubt you're going to make it too easy. The belief is there, is it, in the Tip squad?
The belief has to be there, Joanne. I mean, we wouldn't go up, we're not going back up to Croke Park unless we think we can win this All-Ireland, and as I said, you know, there was a lot of heartache after last year, so we're just delighted to be back where we want to be.
Well done today, Shane. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Joanne.
Yeah, fine performance today by Shane McGrath. They'll all be delighted with that down in Ballinhinch. Tomas, I was reading an interview with him in the paper during the week, and he said, you were talking about playing him in the half forward, and even his mother was telling him he wasn't a half forward. He said that's what he knew.
Well, I suppose the one thing, they tried it and probably won't try it again, you know, and the key thing was the last day that they reacted very quickly and got him back out to his rightful position, which was midfield, and today he was just awesome. And I mean, we spoke about before the match about
strong ball winner at centre forward.
OK, let's get the views of the Waterford manager, Davy Fitzgerald. He's with Joanne.
Well, Davy, hard luck today. It's obviously devastating to lose always. Did Tip just look that bit better than Waterford today, do you think?
Yeah, we've no complaints today, Joanne. The best team won by sort of did, and absolutely gutted. We didn't play the way we wanted to play, straight from what we said we'd do a small little bit, but in fairness, Tipperary had their homework done unreal, And we can't have any qualms in Waterford today. The best team won, and that's just the way it goes.
Initially, it did look like it was going to be tight. You were in it for the first maybe 15 minutes, and then Tip just seemed to get scores at the right time.
Yeah, they got that goal and they got a bit of confidence. Maybe we doubted ourselves a small bit. We lost our shape to what we did. Always knew that their movement and stuff might cause us a few problems. We thought we'd get rectified, but the few things we talked about doing, I didn't think we did them when they got the goal. Especially, we went from that, and that was a big thing. But listen, we went down massive in the second half. We came back, so we did brought back to 2 or 3 points, I think. And they got up again, so that we came back again. And I'd be very proud of the way the lads are, and even the supporters today. And makes you proud to be involved with that. And we just have to, and the lads have to get back and go again, you know.
When you did hit back, it was the likes of Ken McGrath who seemed to make a big difference. Owen McGrath when he came on. When you reflect on the team, will you have regrets about the one you selected today?
Sure, Joanne, anytime you lose, you're going to have regrets, you know. We go on what we see at training. I think that's very important, and we pick the team as best as possible. I'd yet like to see the manager that gets it right every day. Maybe Brian Cody does, but that's about it. And we can pick holes, definitely, for sure, you know. But we do the best we can. That's all we can do, and we wish Tipperary every success. And after beating us today.
And you took a big risk, obviously, with Brian O'Halloran. Didn't quite work out, but you made the change then again pretty quickly.
Yeah, listen, Brian is a great player. There'll be no fear that lad will bounce back 100%, so he will. We took again, we didn't get the ball we talked about getting to him either. In fairness to Brian, he got ball in his head. The plan was to get ball in either side of him and him to run out onto either side and lay it off. He didn't get that today. I could say nothing bad about Brian O'Halloran. We just felt it wasn't his day after 15-20 minutes. We just could see it, and we just decided to make the change. But Brian O'Halloran's a serious young lad and has a serious place at Waterford to come, I can guarantee you that.
No doubt, and I'm sure you're expecting the question, but what's left for Waterford, and will it include David Fitzgerald?
Well, the one thing I can tell you anyhow out of that is there's no fear of Waterford. Waterford are going to be stronger as they go on, I can tell you that. There's no doubt about that. There's a lot of strength and depth coming there, so there is, and there'll be no fear of the future, and we'll see what happens after that.
Okay, David, thanks a lot.
Well, I suppose Cyril Farrell and Gerlach Nan, as 2 managers, you know, you do your best, you set out the team, you put out your tactics, and sometimes just ain't good enough.
Absolutely, and you stand by your tactics. Some days they work, some days they don't work. I suppose the only fault you could have with Waterford today is that when they weren't working, they didn't change them fast enough. I think that was the big problem. And
Questions at times over this Tip defence. Do you think you answered them today?
Well, we weren't happy conceding the last goal, but overall, I'd say we're quite pleased. But we know the next day will be a different story. So we just need to keep working and keep improving.
The forward line looks to be clicking just nicely.
Yeah, I think today the movement was very good. I think, you know, we're playing with a lot of intelligent players there, and the movement was good, and we kept it going the whole way through the game. So that was nice.
Always nice to come in and prove on the scoreboard your worth.
Yeah, I think so. I think, you know, I was playing further out the field, I suppose, at the start of the year, and it was nice to get a few balls today. I have one of those days when everything sticks, so it was good.
Semi-finals, there's a massive prize on offer, you know, and the victory is all we came up for today. So delighted, and I suppose we the forwards especially maybe created scores to one another and played very well. So it's encouraging going forward.
Do you personally, though, does your back feel okay after coming through 70 minutes?
Yeah, it is now. I suppose during the week now I'll get back into training, and maybe I will look at it again. But hopefully now I'll get the proper training for 3 weeks before the next game, and you'd be in a better shape again.
Yeah, we've
the match. Yeah, I think the all came from the Tipperary side today. They really were dominant throughout the field. I think Paul Curran, John O'Brien first, he was 6 points in play coming in, didn't start the last day. I think he really proved the point today. And again, he's surely a shoe-in for a start the next day. And then Paul Curran, full back, was a rock throughout, especially in the first half when really broke the resistance of the Waterford forwards. Time after time he set up attacks. He was immense in there. And Noel McGrath, again, as we spoke about him, he came out onto brick, and I think 5 points in play. Very, very mature for a young guy, and you know, 3 exceptional performances.
Okay, it was a split vote. Who gets the award, Michael?
Noel McGrath gets it. I suppose a lot of forwards tend to get it. You know, we were talking about this there. Paul Curran had a great game, but to me, Noel McGrath, he's only 19 still. He won't be 20 till December. To go out centre forward in All-Ireland semi-final on Brick Walsh, who, you know, is the outstanding player on the Waterford team over the last number of years, and basically take him on from the start. It's something I've seen Brian Cody doing with Henry Shefflin over the years, that, you know, putting him on the best, you know, maybe key man, and just taking him on and attacking him from the start. But, you know, scored some great scores. took over the long range free taking as well at a crucial stage. Owen Kelly had missed a few and he stepped up and stuck over 65 in a long range free, 5 points in play, and a great position for a clever hurler like him, a real good stick man, moves left and right into space, so great performance.
Okay, then well, let's hear then for the man from Lockmore, Castleiney, Noel McGrath.
Des O'Mahony of Centra is going to give Noel his award.
Well done, Noel. Congratulations, Centra. Well done.
Congratulations, Noel. It looked like you enjoyed moving out to centre forward today.
Yeah, I suppose it's grand. Like, I suppose any day you get a place in the team, you're happy. And just thankfully enough, everything ran for me out at centre forward today. And luckily enough, the team came through in the end.
But everybody wondered how Tip were going to break down the influence that Michael Brick-Walsh has. So it was a big task for you going into today.
Yeah, I suppose like Brick is a big player for Waterford, no more than Tony Brown or Ken McGrath when he came on there. Like, but just I suppose every man has a job to do, and thankfully my job worked out well for me today, and the team got through.
Okay, well done to Noel. So it's Kilkenny